Greetings and salutations, my fellow Entropians. We're doing hunting with Lorespade today. I got the topic of which we're gonna cover today. I'm talking about tourist. Yeah, that's right. You know, every once in a while we get these big YouTubers that come by, stop by the game just to, scratch a checkbox off their list. Like, I covered this game, and after they've covered like many different games in the whole genre and stuff like that. And then these guys stop by Entropia. You know the type. We got the one guy Jaundice or whatever his name was, John. He stopped by. That one time that really big economic YouTuber stopped by to do the covering of it, and like managed to get an interview with the CEO or whatever. And here recently we got like Sawman UK that came over through. He did actually a pretty decent video, but the thing is, whenever these tourist YouTubers come in, they always, it never fails. Whenever they do their I'm starting out in this game and we'll see how it goes, they never put any money in. Never once do they ever put any money in whatsoever. So you always get this, here's this game, I didn't put any money in it, but apparently you can make money through sweating and stuff like that. And it's really kind of frustrating to me, when they come into the game and they don't actually play the game. Yeah, they do the free first few missions and stuff like that, but this game, you don't even scratch the surface of what's really going on until you've been playing for a while. And it's kind of the truth, because now you got a whole bunch of people that have watched these guys, and they have this really skewed sense of what Entropia is that Entropia isn't. You get what I'm saying? You get the, whoever the last CEO was, oh, it's not a gambling game. He should have went into why it's not, instead of oh no, it's not gambling, it's a skill-based game. He should have he should have known better than to just sit there and say that, because it's oh yeah, okay, well yeah, I guess so. I guess it's not a gambling game. No, he should have went really deep into it. He should have been listen, Mind Arc takes a small percentage of every activity, and what you end up doing with whatever you've gotten in return is up to you. And mostly, you'll probably do a lot better if you could take whatever loot that you got and sell it to another player and try to make up for your losses. I was gambling yesterday on my lottery site, and I managed to win $400. Okay, I put in 40 right on my phone, played some weird slot machines, all right, and I happened to have won decently. And then I cashed out $100 and went lucky for life and got 50 tickets worth, for 50 days worth of tickets and stuff. And then I played with the rest of it, got back up to $400, and then I lost every last bit of it. At least I cashed out a little bit, right? That's gambling. Okay? In Entropia, if I would have put $400 into Entropia right now, I'm going to be playing with that for, God knows, probably at my current level, I'm willing to say I could probably do it for 2 weeks off of $400. 2 weeks going hard. And even then, I'm going because I just stash all this loot into my storage box. Realistically, I'm just taking a big majority of that money and just hiding it away in my storage so I can sell it off later. You get what I'm saying? But one complete cycle at, which is like just going and take that $400 and spending the 4,000 PED through my gun. You know, like I'll buy like $400 worth of ammo, right? That's gonna last me 2 weeks because I'll get like ammo back, and then I'll be able to shoot some more, and then any loot that I get just goes into the storage, and I may or may not like craft with it and try to sell it and get some PED back. But we're looking at like it's gonna last a little while, as opposed to like going all in with the slots lottery stuff. $400, boom, it's gone, just like that. In Entropia, your money doesn't go boom just like that, because it's skill based. I've gotten my skills up, and now it's nowhere near like that. I can like coast off of a decent chunk of change for a while, and I don't know if that's the same with everybody else, but I mean, I'm doing all right. You get what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. You're gonna listen to it. You're gonna listen to me blow my nose. Yeah. Gross. Listen. So when these tourist YouTubers come in and they're coming in with like pre-built audiences and stuff, those audiences are now turned off by the Entropia game altogether because of some misconceptions that they might have. Like when you just sit there and show your audience that you can sit here and make money by like sweating the same mob, and you're only going to make like 2 cents an hour. Yeah, people are not going to be down with that. People are not going to want to play a game like that. All right. But it's really weird because like I enjoy this game a lot. I understand what's going on with this game when I play this game. You know what I'm saying? I understand completely. You put in money and you might win something big, but the odds are you're not going to. So you have to take your average of what you're basically fighting with, or you got to take your average, and your average returns is going to be. They say it's 95%, but that's not entirely true. If you have the right equipment and the right looter skills, you can get it up to 95%. Yeah, that's right. So if, like over time, yeah, it's 95%, but you also have to have the skills and the proper gear for that statement to be 100% true. There's something that you probably didn't know, probably should know. But yes, I'm running at around 95% returns with the gun that I have right now and my looter skills. Maybe a little bit less for mutants and robots, but when it comes down to probably like animal looting, I'm probably more around 95%. But I'm like there, where I can like, you know, really just coast in with a good chunk of change, a good bankroll. Everyone that's played this game, like on a, I guess I want to say semi-professional level or anything like that, they always encourage you to have a good big bankroll so you can like get past the highs and the lows. Mostly get past the lows. But because sometimes you have to like go all in, go boom, boom, boom on the same mob, and sometimes it's not going to work out for you if your bankroll's like maybe like 1,000 PED. Of course, it's going to go by fast, and you're not going to get what you need to get done. But you've played for like a few hours trying to grind the same mob, but your returns are like 80%. Oh no. Maybe because your looter skills are too low, or your efficiency is too low, or whatnot, or what forever. But yeah, words and stuff. I'm just word salad the shit out of this. What was my point? The ADHD. It has me strong. But the thing is, we have to go back. We have to go back in time. It's just really frustrating that a lot of people get really bad a bad taste in their mouth, and they haven't even played the game. They're just like, oh, this game, it's all work. Like this guy off of this one video is like, all right, I made a comment. It's like to the Sawman UK, and I'm like, hey, thanks for not pooping on the game, because he didn't. He did a pretty fair representation, but he still didn't play the game in its entirety. He didn't put in any money or anything like that. And this guy is like, you're describing a job where you work for yourself, not a recreational activity. Excuse me? What am I doing right now? I'm like sitting here shooting some creatures, some mutants, and I'm getting a reward. Like, I'm getting pretty much roughly the same amount that I'm pumping in, and I'm having fun doing it. And I'm getting skills in the process, most likely. I'm having a good time, and I'm making content, and I'm playing. I'm enjoying myself right now. But apparently he must have saw something where I guess like somebody's just sitting there sweating all day. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a freaking job, man. Sitting there sweating like a pig. Just sweating all the creatures. Yeah, of course you're gonna think that that's a job. But that's not the game, dude. It's like a free-to-play activity. I don't do that. I play the game. And I was a little bit upset. And he also says, as long as you keep reinvesting, you're also describing a game with lots of extra steps and lots of extra expenses than just paying a sub and getting everything. Really? So me putting in more like whatever I happen to win, and I happen to sell off all the stuff and get some PED, and then I put that in the deeds and shares so I can just have it sit there and make me money automatically. It's like an extra job expense. Instead of just like paying for a subscription and getting access to the entire game. That is not what this game is about. This game is actually anti that model, where you sit there and pay a subscription and get everything, but you can't sit there and pay the subscription and then manage to get that subscription money back into your real life bank account. You get what I'm saying? And in this game, you can like pay monthly, like a little bit here and there at the same, like what, $20 a month, like you was paying a subscription into another game. And who knows, like over time, you might actually end up getting a lot of good skills, and then maybe one of these days it's gonna pay off for you. You know, you're gonna get like a nice big 10K Hall of Fame. Like, oh well, guess what? I can pull that money out if I really wanted to. Or I can invest in deeds and shares, or upgrade my character, etc., and so on. But that model right there, this is a very unique game where you can pull your money out. You can't do that with World of Warcraft or any subscription-based game. That's what makes this game so unique. This is why we play this game. Most of us that are actually in the know. It's so some of us don't get that lucky. It's fine. We still hold on to a dream that, hey, maybe we might get a nice big Hoff. Don't go chasing the Hoff, but if the Hoff comes to you, you're gonna be happy regardless. You get what I'm saying? And he says John's video was so much better on this game, I thought, but seems he includes stuff that wasn't true, like you don't get XP from dungeons unless you do the most damage. John's video is dog shit. I'm just here to say, and he didn't actually play the game. He got really frustrated when the money ran out. The free money that they give you, the free ammo that they give you to start out, he ran out and he quit. Because he's not going to sit there and sweat, and I don't blame him. But the opportunity is still there for you to sit there and sweat if you so choose, if you so want to do that. The opportunity is absolutely there. You get what I'm saying? Who is this? Who is this right here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! What's going on? I'm freezing! I'm freezing! No! I froze. Alright. Log back in. I paid my shop's rent. That's right. I paid my shop's rent for the next year. Freaking amazing. So I have shop 2-1 at Medusa Bazaar at the Medusa's Head teleport. For what? That he pressed T by accident. Maury, I paid him. Yeah, I came here so I could like pay the man his rent. I was like 2 months late. Go visit my shop. Go buy something. So I like all that work I do in this game. Oh my gosh. But no, it is what it is. I mean, when it comes down to this game, I really love it because of the way it is. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to the real cash economy, a lot of people really like the idea, but there is some people that just can't because they don't really actually have a lot of money to spare for video games or anything like that to like go like super pro or whatever. And for those of us that actually have a decent size of disposable income can play. And of course, you know, I've always advocated for people to take little breaks from the game. I'm like kind of technically on a break right now. I don't want to spend too much money before Halloween Mayhem. And usually after summertime, I spend a lot of money in the summertime, and then I coast back down to, you know, watching so I can like pay off like certain cards and stuff like that, so I can like have money to play like for the next seasonal event. And usually September is like when that downtime starts for me. And it's certain things that a lot of people like. I could probably go even lower in my play style and stuff like that if I wanted to, and last a little bit longer. I could probably get a lower level high efficiency gun if I wanted to, and just play at a lower level. But I like this gun. I like playing at this level. It's completely doable at the 30 to 40 range. I guess a BC 30 modified is like a level 40 gun when everything's said and done. And I still gotta try to, oh wow, a 4195 PED right there. That's like almost a global. Not quite, but whatever. Get a little bit of shrapnel. This Dust Keep Valley or whatever is a great place for tier 4s. But when it comes down to the tourists that come and visit our game, they don't represent it accurately as to what it truly is. They always portray it as a noob coming into the game. And as we all know, there's a lot to learn about this game. So at a surface level, you see a whole bunch of stuff that might seem like it's maybe predatory, such as what was this? Okay, there we go. I guess the global ticker, which I guess I lowered the value on it. Let's see, interface. Yeah, I got global ticker filtering at 2000 PED. Let's just go ahead and add that to none. And that way we can see whatever globals are actually popping off. But you see all the globals here. Some might call that predatory, because it encourages you to do whatever. No, this is a tool. The global ticker is a tool that you look and see what's actually popping off. Like if you like actually take a look at most of it, you can like see if like there's some shared loot mobs that are popping off. That means there's a shared loot mob. There's some sort of event going on somewhere, or some sort of thing that you can get in on and join in part of the fun. You know, it's just there. It's not predatory at all. It's just like whenever some people go in, they're going off of like some of the older games that actually use that model to be like, hey, somebody opened up one of these loot boxes and got some really cool stuff out of it. Well, in this game, it's a little bit different. It's like, hey, the loot's popping off on these mobs right here. And you see it over and over and over. There's people just popping off mobs here. Maybe that's the place to be. Okay? And every once in a while, yeah, somebody gets a nice thing out of a loot box, which is like a ring. Most of the time, it's the damn angelic rings that are worth like 10 PED. That will sell for like 10 PED in the auction house because there's just everyone pops them. It's like, I'm so sorry. But no, you got to remember that this game is from 2003. Okay, they've had this global ticker for a while. And then, believe it or not, a lot of games out there modeled themselves off of Entropia. Like take Neverwinter, that game, they used loot boxes and stuff like that, and all sorts of things. And they probably took that from this game. A lot of people like understood the model, but see, a lot of those other games don't allow you to take that money back out, which makes this game like the most unique game out there, where the moment you put your money in, if you don't do anything with it, you can actually take it right back out. And of course, there's going to be some fees associated with that. There's fees associated with putting the money in, like the PED. But if you're just sitting there buying ammo and you manage to break even or come out at a profit, and you're like at the $100 threshold, you can pull that money back out at any time. But yeah, there is a threshold of $100 because, like, dude, don't waste time pulling out like $1. Okay, like it's just crazy. But $100, like, that's fine. It is what it is. It's great. I don't know. It's just the tourists that come through, they never actually get the full idea of the game. And then they find some of the dumbest people to represent this game. Like people that are like degenerate gamblers. Which, I mean, if you treat the real life economy as a gamble, okay? If you sit there and invest in your Uncle Joe's like burger business, selling hamburgers out the back of some sort of jalopy, and they have worms in it, and that's like the selling point, that it's burgers with worms in it, and you've invested like $1,000 in that. Well, you just lost $1,000 because that's a really bad idea to invest in some burgers with maggots in it. Okay, it's a really bad idea, but that's a gamble. In a real life economy. And you could do the same thing in Entropia. You can sit there and be like, well, I'm going to buy an EP4 blueprint at what? Like almost 3,000 PED. Then I'm going to go buy $1,000 worth of like nanocubes from Bob over there that's selling them for 105%. Then I'm going to craft them all, and then I'm going to take whatever I got in return, which is, I guess, is like 95%, and I'm just going to TT that stuff, throw it straight to the TT machine. And now I'm a little bit mad because I lost like 85% of whatever, because, or like 50%, because I crafted on full condition and I only got like $500 worth of returns. Yeah, I'd be salty after that too. But of course, that's your fault for doing something dumb and trying to get some sort of big reward out of something that's really high risk. If I was to get EP4 blueprint, hopefully one, it'd be at 100%, but if it's not, that's fine, because I'm not going to sit there and craft it on 100% condition. I'm going to do it 100% quality, and I'm going to take every last bit of whatever loot that does drop. It probably would be maintained at like a 95%. I'm going to sell the explosive projectiles or convert it into shrapnel, and I'm not going to do any high condition. And maybe, just maybe, I might actually manage to get a big hit off of doing it high quality and have the best returns possible. Because you could do that. You don't have to like slide the slider Like you can keep it where it's at and do it full quantity, or whatever, and get a little bit better returns. You're not gonna get like the biggest reward, like if you do manage to get like some globals or anything like that, but you're not gonna lose your ass either. But a lot of people, they go too crazy. Like if you're like level 5 or something, you grab one of those old loot 1.0 weapons that is level 100, and it allows you to fight at like such a level where you can like one shot all the noob mobs, all the medium range mobs and stuff like that. But your looter skills ain't there. The efficiency on the weapon ain't there. You're gonna lose your ass for one, especially like buying like some really big armor or whatever. So for one, your investment into buying that armor, your investment into paying for that weapon that someone sold to you at a decent markup, you're gonna sit there. You've lost the money on the markup, and then you're playing above your skill set, and then you're also not playing with the best efficiency of weapons, and then you're gonna cry about your returns being really bad. But if you had knowledge in the game, you wouldn't have done that in the first place. You get what I'm saying? There's like so many extra things that you have to learn about that these tourists, they don't tell you, they don't know, because they don't even get into past the surface level of the game. This game goes deep, and that's pretty much a lot of what I have to say about it. It's like, yes, it is great that these bigger YouTubers, they actually do a little like an overview of the game, but it's bad because they don't actually play the game for a while to get a really fair assessment of what's going on, and they don't put any money into the game, and it's really hard to get other newer players to come into the game when it just seems like, you got to sweat for the money. Or what happens when you put the money? What happens when you put your money in and you can play for a while? What's your opinion then? Like, as a new player, what happens if you just buy a platinum starter pack and then you play off of that platinum starter pack? You'll get a better idea of what the game is all about. You might actually get your first like global or whatever, etc., and you'll be able to like experience the game in a lot better of a way. But a lot of these guys, they it's just the surface level. So that's whenever the tourists come in, I just hope that the next wave of whatever big YouTuber that actually comes in, just point them over to this video. If you happen to catch one, be like, yo, you need to talk to Lorespade, and he will give you like a better rundown of what this game is all about. It's just because there's a lot more to this game than just the surface level stuff. There's a lot more to this game than what a lot of people think. A lot of people just think that this is a game for like millionaires, and it's a millionaire playground or whatever. No, it definitely isn't. You can come in here with no money at all, and yeah, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work. Like if you want to play for free, but if you're not playing for free, you don't really have to work at it. You just have to like know what you're doing to make sure you don't like spend your money in the wrong way. Because there's players out there, whenever you spend your money in the wrong way, it's not MindArk that's getting your money, it's the other players, and that's fine. That is one of the stopgaps. And then once you're set up there, buying all this gear and stuff from the other players, which hopefully a lot of you guys be selling some good stuff to these players. Be like, look, just take your time, start small, play small, get a hang of things, and then upgrade as you see fit, and according to your budget, and have fun. It is a game after all. It is not a job. It is not work. It is just a game. And that's what Entropia is all about. It's a game that just so happens you can take your money out. That you might win, or you might become like a nice trader and actually work for the money that you make in this game through trading and whatever else, and you can take that money out, or you can play the game and you might get lucky, or you can play for the long term just for fun. I mean, there's a lot of different things in there. Invest in the deeds and shares. That's pretty cool, and sell out whenever you need to, and then cash out whenever you need to. There's a lot of opportunity in this game, and that's just tourist YouTubers don't show all that. They don't know. They haven't played the game but like 4 hours, maybe more, maybe longer. And they definitely don't really deposit anything, so you're not. It's just it is what it is. All right, I guess that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Why don't you give me a globe or something, huh? Well, I guess there's a new version update, I guess, that just like clocks you out whenever it comes down to. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flippity floppity. Bye.